picture of you sitting in the car. How do you feel? Fine. Let me take a picture of you with your shit on because you're excited about it. What do you want? I wouldn't even know who my choices are.
Our sport is based on the credibility of the regulations, of the edge of the sport. It's dangerous. It is still very, very hard to drive those cars in all conditions, whilst on the other side, it is a big business.
And soccer, so super excited about that. No, it's really fantastic, and you will see a Gatorade car on track next year with the full livery, so very excited for everyone. Touching a little bit on the WNBA partnership with Gatorade, Phil, you and I connected at actually
yeah. It's very cool up here.
Probably first time to Vegas, and I'm sure
This is extremely unnecessary cotton candy. It used to be nicely shaved. Immediately bought vodka. We'll talk about that later. I'm on my way to Italy. I already bought things. I don't know. I found Italy. Do you see it? I'm home. Okay. I mean, yesterday in the paddock, we cannot find any food that we can actually eat. So this is actually really exciting. It's really exciting to have pizza and to find pizza and to be able to eat pizza right here, right now, in this moment with you. Workouts are starting. Hello Kitty was just on the grid. They're about to start their first race. There they are. Something the men cannot do. Serve. A nice lonely little commute home now. They wouldn't just let me out at the gate I was at, so this is a 45-minute venture, which is really awesome and cool. I don't know where I am. I'm alone. Las Vegas is not a place I'd like to be alone. It's alright. What are you gonna buy? Lara, everything.
Whatever my daughter and my son want, I guess. Thanks for asking.
Yeah. We always have to ask.
You know me.
Tasty babies. That's it. I just want to talk about this for a second because I feel like I need to take a few minutes. This vlog is so short that I just want to talk about how the weekend went. So I wrote a script because I can't be trusted to sit and record and actually get to my points without making this a 30-minute long ramble. So Thursday, you saw stuff from Thursday, which was the business summit and the Lando Norris pop-up store, the Paddock Club. That was the greatest day of my life, I think, personally. If I were to rank days of my life, it'd probably be like Paddock Club, the day I graduated college and was done with school forever and ever, and then maybe like September 7th, 2017 when I saw it Chapter 1 for the first time. That's probably like top 3. The business summit, so much fun. I totally did feel, I felt so out of place at the business summit, but it was fine because it was a good mix of like actual people who work in business and were there on like work trips and like just fans who wanted to go and hear everything and all that. That was really fun. The main panels I wanted to see, which were the ones that I got clips of for the vlog, was Toto Wolff. It was one-on-one with Toto Wolff. Who doesn't want to be one-on-one with Toto Wolff? I don't know, but I think it's really beautiful that they did that. Toto Wolff had a panel, and then Susie Wolff and a couple of girls and one man for whatever reason did a panel about women's sports and girls in sports and all that kind of fun stuff. So so that was really fun. I did get clips of that because I was like, this is really important. It's really important that I show everybody Toto and Susie. So that was that. After the business summit ended, we took a shuttle over to the Paddock Club. And I think I recorded a bit of the Paddock Club. I don't know, you saw whatever I got. The only thing about the Paddock Club I will say is that me and my mother both eat about 4 different things. So we were not able to actually eat any of the food that was in the Paddock Club. Luckily there was a hot dog stand on the roof, so we did eat hot dogs and that was our meal for the day. Paddock Club, not really for the picky eaters. They did have pieces of bread. We did not eat the bread, but we did consider for a while. Doesn't matter, I could go without eating if I'm in the Paddock Club. Seeing the paddock, like the actual ground, like the paddock from like the little balcony we were on, was just so much fun. We saw the chapel where people get married, and the pink Cadillac that drove around the winners to go to the podium, or the winners at first. Let's not talk about the disqualification because I feel nauseous. Anyways, we saw all the drivers walking around. That was really cool. And the principals and just everybody who works for the teams. The good thing about it was that Vegas is so cold at night. I don't know why they don't do this race like in May and Miami in November. I don't know why they pick such a cold time of the year in America, but it was a little bit tough. It was a little tough, especially because it rained on Friday and I didn't have any indoor to go into because I was just in the main grandstand, not having anywhere to find shelter when it started raining. And then it was raining and cold, and I truly was like, I can't feel my legs and I might get hypothermia, but whatever. So the good thing about the Paddock Club was that it was an indoor place to hang out. And fun fact, my mom is actually allergic to the cold. My mother is allergic to cold air. My mother's allergic to the cold. So she really just cannot be out in the cold. So it's not even like she would have been able to sit there if we didn't have the Paddock Club. It was just a good thing that we did because she needed to be inside. Good thing about that also was that it was easy transportation. I know like people, I was watching what people were saying about Vegas and getting around and seats and hotels and all that. And I'm gonna say, do your research. Like, I didn't do my research because I am a type B person. Like, I physically can't like sit down and like figure out like what is best to be in, like what hotel is the best, what hotel is closest to the seats, like what's the best route to go. Like, what I do is I go, and then while I'm there I figure it out, and then the next time I go I know what to do. You gotta take the footbridge, and then the footbridge is closed. Why is the footbridge closed? That's the only way we can get just, oh my god. Now let's go on to Friday, because Friday was tough. Friday was tough. I sat in the main grandstand, which is across from the Paddock Club. I will say there were more food choices. I do remember I did vlog my pizza that I found I was just really excited to find like one item of food I could eat in the entirety of that section. I probably could have walked around for longer and found other things. And I was like, I saw Italy and I was like, if there's a God, there will be something here that I can eat. And there was pizza. And then I did go ahead and get churros in Spain, but that was later. So I got my pizza. You guys saw the pizza. And I had my pizza. This day I was alone because it was too cold for my mom to be there, so I bought a ticket and I went alone. I went early in the day because I wanted to see everything from the F1 Academy. So I saw everything they did. I watched the practices, I watched the qualifying, I watched the races. Love my girls. Absolutely to hell and back. I love those ladies more than anything in the world. Now Friday sucked because it took me, and hear me when I tell you this, an hour and a half to get home. It took me an hour and a half to get back to my hotel. Like, from my hotel window, that's what I was closest to. I looked down and I saw the roof of the paddock, and I saw the track, and I saw the main grandstand. Like, from my hotel room, I saw the seat that I sat in, and it took me an hour and a half to get back. So I did have to walk in a weird abandoned parking lot. There were other people walking that way, but like, it was just so annoying because everywhere the police directed me was more in the wrong direction of where I had to go. It was truly a journey. That's why I say do your research. My place that I like to sit is at the main grandstand. I sat there both times I went to Miami. I sat there Miami this year and last year. It's just the best spot to be. I don't like being in the middle of the track, which I was on Saturday. I was just like at a random point in the track. And it made me really nervous. Also because there weren't any screens near me, like in front of me. So I truly didn't know what was going on. So like I had to have the race pulled up on my phone in order to actually see what was happening. Which personally, I just can't handle stuff like that. I get too stressed out, I get too nervous, and I just want to sit somewhere where I can see and hear what's going on and watch most of what's happening. That was that. So Friday, rainy, cold, took an hour and a half to get back. But still fun, wouldn't trade it for the world. I love this stupid sport so much. So that was Friday. Now Saturday, race day. We went to the Wynn and we shopped around. We went to the McLaren store, which I did vlog a little bit of. Bought a few too many things in there for sure. However, I did get the Lando Monster cans, which I was really excited about. So I do have those in my suitcase next to me. We did sit in the T-Mobile zone. There, again, like, for some reason there just, like, wasn't really, like, food maybe I didn't walk around enough, but I feel like I walked pretty far and, like, wide in there, and all we ate was popcorn. I don't know. That was a long day. We got in there at, like, 3. The race wasn't until 8, but the F1 Academy, their second race, was at 4:30. So I was like, well, we got to get in there for F1 Academy, and then we might as well just grab a seat. I was nervous about getting a seat and actually being able to watch the race. So me and my family did unfortunately have to sit there for a while. I'm so sorry to my family. Not a single one of them likes the sport or cares or knows what is going on. So bless their hearts. Not only are they good drivers, but they also serve. They also completely, absolutely serve. Their intro videos are the craziest things I've ever seen. Like, those are my girls and they're serving down and they're also driving. They're also driving good. They're also driving good, and every race isn't just like, well, obviously these ones are gonna win, this one's gonna suck. Like, it's very entertaining because it could actually be anybody. I think that might be all I really have to add. I will say, compared to Miami, this one's definitely a lot harder to navigate. It's more annoying to navigate. It sucks that you can't drive close to it at all. and it's a lot more expensive. But I will say Miami's definitely more accessible. Like when I went to Miami, I rented a car from the airport and I was able to drive to a parking lot, and I parked my car and I walked right into the nearest gate. So it's very easy, and you can walk around everywhere. It's not like there's restricted areas where you have to walk all the way like. However, I do hate the heat and Miami and Florida and the sun. I hate everything about Florida, but I feel like if I were to pick one race that I could just confidently like go to and be like, we're gonna have fun, like I know my way around, like not my house but I know my way around, I feel like it'd be Miami. Positive vibes. Hopefully next year I'll have more stuff figured out. I just can't. That's me being type B. Maybe I should have hired a type A person to plan this for me, but overall, obviously I had an amazing time and I love my family for sitting through that. I love this sport so much, and I hate that it's so expensive and so inaccessible and so confusing. I love this so much. I had so much fun, and I hope you enjoyed my little 4-second vlog of it and my little recap also. I'll see you next time, and let's go McLaren.